So, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this time I want to talk about my 10 secrets to happiness. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I have a lot of friends always just asking me, how do you do it? How do you stay positive? Why are you always happy? Simple. And I'm going to share a few of those. I've got like top 10 secrets that I'm going to share with you. And I'll do a countdown from 10 to 1. So bear with me, I may have to translate briefly just a few key points for my French speaking friends. I've had a lot of them saying they're enjoying watching, but they can't understand anything. So, salut et bonjour à tous mes amis francophones. Et surtout, spécialement, famille Mbok élargie. Je sais que parmi vous, il y a ceux qui ont dit que vous ne comprenez rien. Je vais essayer de faire un tout petit résumé, seulement avec les points clés. Donc, aujourd'hui, je vais parler de mes 10 secrets au bonheur. Et je vais commencer par le 10e et finir par la toute première. Okay, so my first point is going to be, you have to have a strong family support system. Donc, mon premier point, c'est au bonheur, c'est qu'il faut avoir un système de soutien familial qui est solide, okay, qui est vraiment solide. So, I'll explain. If you do not have a strong family support system, sometimes when you're going through difficulties, it will be difficult to scale through them. And you just sometimes need someone, maybe a friend, maybe in the family, but I would always say family first, although we have friends who are more like family. But if you have a family that is strong, and I am lucky to be one of those who has a strong family support system, it helps you scale through your problems. And of course, when you have that, it makes a lot of things easy for you and you find yourself being happy. So that's my number one. Oh no, my number 10. So I'm starting from 10, counting down to 1. My number 9, stay in your lane and do not compare yourself with others. En français, je dirais en 9e, c'est de rester dans votre voie et éviter de faire les comparaisons avec d'autres personnes parce que tout le monde n'est pas même. Okay? So when you stay in your lane, you focus on what your objectives are. In that case, you don't get distracted by what other people are doing, because at the end of the day, we're not all the same. We're not all equal. People are just different, and it's the way life is. You go through life seeing people who are more successful than you. You have people who are less successful than you. You find people who seem happier than you. You also find people who seem less happy than you. But what we forget is that everyone has got a season of happiness and sadness in their life. It is how you manage that. And for you to manage it well, try not to compare with others. Stay focused on your lane. I'm going to move on straight to my number 8. Again, I'm having my piece of paper here on which I jotted a few points. My number 8 is detach yourself from material or worldly things. So do not attach yourself so much to them. Et en français, je dirais mon point numéro 8, c'est de vous détacher des choses matérielles. Si vous évitez de vous attacher beaucoup aux choses matérielles, vous serez un peu plus soulagé, plus à l'aise, plus content et plus heureux dans la vie. So when you're attaching yourself too much on material things, what I've noticed is you long for even more. You never get satisfied. It's difficult to be satisfied with the little you have. So try and remember these are all earthly things. And for me, how I go through it is I think about death all the time. If I had to drop dead right now, I won't take any of my earthly possessions with me. They will all stay here. And the line, there's a very thin line between life and death, which means we can die anytime. It's not everyone who gets sick and then die. It's not everyone who will live till they're 90 or 100 before they die. You can die anytime. You could have a heart attack right now and drop dead. So it's about being prepared and just knowing that all our possessions are just earthly things. Moving on to my point number 7. Do not be envious and be more appreciative. En français, ne soyez pas jaloux. Ça, c'est point numéro 7. Ne soyez pas jaloux. So a lot of us get envious of other people and we do not even know how to appreciate others. For instance, if someone is doing something well, instead of appreciating them, we start feeling jealous. If someone is successful, has a good job, instead of learning from them, asking them for tips and advice so that we can learn to better ourselves, we get envious and we start comparing again and criticizing. Those are serious remedies for unhappiness. So if you want to be a happy person, you have to avoid doing that. I'm going to move to point number 6. Point number 6, I said, love honestly and sacrificially without expectations. En français, je traduis cela comme aimer honnêtement et sacrificiellement sans attente. So, loving honestly and sacrificially without expectations. What do I mean here? Love honestly. When I say love honestly, I mean do not have an agenda attached to your love. If you say you love someone, don't love them because you expect them to love you back. Don't love them because you expect them to give you something. Don't love them because you want to gain or achieve A or B from them. If you do that, it is a remedy for unhappiness. Love sacrificially. Sacrificially, this is where I'm going to dive into Bible talk for a bit. Christ loved us sacrificially. That is why he died on the cross, even though we were very sinful and undeserving. He died for us sacrificially out of love. It is the sort of love we need to have for one another. It's the sort of love we need to have for humanity. And it's quite difficult because I ask myself, sacrificially means you should be ready to die for the other. And are we ready? We need to think about that. So when you say you love someone, it needs to be genuine love. If your love is not genuine, if you're loving because you want to gain something from someone, serious remedy for disaster. Moving on to point number 5, which is my favorite. Have a laugh at everything, even at your own expense sometimes. Bon, je vais traduire. Il faut rigoler même à vos frais. What do I mean by this? I simply mean sometimes when you're going through difficult times, just laugh about it. Think about it as a joke, as some nightmare that you woke up from and were so relieved that it wasn't real. Yes, we know it's real, but have a laugh about it. It will make you feel better. It is a remedy that works magic. And I can think of a few instances in my life when I've made that work. Okay, the first thing is, I remember back in my university days and in the days I used to work in Cameroon before traveling to the UK. Oh, wow. When I had a huge disappointment and I was in tears, I remember just looking in the mirror and just telling myself, I could see the tears streaming down my jawline, and I was just like, bonheur, you're better than this. Why are you crying? Is this the worst thing that could happen to you? After all, who do you think you are that someone will not disappoint you or let you down? You with this, your strong character. Sometimes you're too stubborn. Sometimes you don't listen. Why would you think someone will not get mad at you? And I started to giggle through the tears. And I have to say that has been a remedy that has made me feel better about really bad situations in my life. I laugh over them. Try it. It may not work for you, but just try. You just never know. Okay, so I've just done a top 5 starting from my 10 to 5. In the next video, I'm going to do my final 4, which are my top 4 secrets to happiness. All right, if you're not yet subscribed, please do not hesitate to do that, and hope you come back. Thank you.